Hello, welcome to Learning Chinese, Practical Writing and Speaking. Before we start, let me remind you of taking out your notebooks and sharpening your pencils. Later, we're going to write together. What's in this season? 1. Several main traditional festivals in China will be chosen and introduced. 2. The writing and speaking of the festival-related practical Chinese characters, expressions, or sentences will be presented. And today we go to the Dragon Boat Festival. The Dragon Boat Festival in Chinese is 端午节. And now let's write 端午节 together. Before writing, two things to tell. 1. You are always encouraged to mark the pronunciation of each Chinese character in your own way. 2. Don't worry a lot about the tones of the characters, because when you and your friends talk, there is always a context and focus between you. As long as you pronounce the characters right, it's not easy for your friends to misunderstand you, so don't worry a lot about the tones of the characters. And now let's write the festival 端午节 first. Okay, 端, a dot, horizontal, two dots are put here, rise, top down again, cross, and cross, horizontal, slide down, top down, a turn, hook, cross, and cross. It's 端午, slide down, straight out, horizontal, and cross. It's 午节. Do you still remember how to write 节? Actually, we have written this character for many times. It's written like this. Do you still remember? Cross down. It's 节. 端 means the first. 午 means noon or midday. It actually sounds the same as another Chinese character, meaning 5. 节 means a festival or festivals. 端午节 actually falls on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month. Now, could you please read after me? 端午节，端午节，端午节。Customers in 端午节. And the first customer I want to introduce in 端午节 is racing dragon boat. In Chinese, 赛龙舟. And now let's write 赛龙舟 together. Okay, 赛. A dot again, horizontal, hook, 3 horizontal lines, with the last one longer than the other 2. Cross, cross, slide down, press down, top down, a turn. Okay, slide down, a dot. It is 赛龙. It's written like this, horizontal line, cross, and slide down. Slide down again, cross, and curve, hook, a dot. It is 龙舟. Slide down again, a turn, hook, cross, 2 dots. It is 舟. 赛 means to race. 龙 means a dragon or dragons. 舟 means a boat or boats. 赛龙舟 means racing dragon boat. Now, could you please read after me? 赛、龙、舟、赛、龙、舟、赛龙舟。And the second custom I want to introduce in 端午节 is eating sticky rice dumplings. In Chinese, 吃粽子. And now let's write 吃粽子 together. Okay, 吃. On the left, it is a single character 口. 口, the single character is put like this. And on the right part is written like this. Okay, curve, hook, 吃, 粽, 2 dots, cross, slide down, a dot, a dot, a dot, horizontal, hook, 2 horizontal lines, top down, hook, and 2 dots on each side. It is 粽子 is written like this, curve, hook, and cross. 吃 means to eat. 粽子 is a traditional Chinese food made of glutinous rice, stuffed with different fillings and wrapped in large flat leaves. 粽子 are cooked by steaming or boiling. In the Western world, they are also known as rice dumplings or sticky rice dumplings. So 吃粽子 means eating sticky rice dumplings. Now, could you please read after me? 吃粽子，吃粽子，吃粽子。Okay, here I want to draw your special attention to the character 粽 and some other related characters. Now let's take a look at the left 3 characters. And have you noticed something interesting here? Actually, all the 3 characters are made up of 2 parts, left and right. Actually, the right parts look the same and sound the same. The right part actually sounds 宗 and means a clan. Have you noticed this? The first character on the left sounds 宗, and the second character sounds 宗, and the last one also sounds 宗. Though they have different left part, but they sound the same. Characters with the same part, especially with the same right part, often sound the same. Okay, let's take a look at the 3 characters once again. And this time we pay special attention to the left parts of the 3 characters. Have you noticed this? The first character means rice dumplings, while the left part means rice. We know rice dumplings are made of rice, while the second character 宗 means put together, while its left part means thread. As everybody knows, thread is often used to fix things together. And the third character sounds 宗 and means palm trees, while its left part means wood. As everybody knows, wood is cut from trees. So, part of a character tells the sound. The other part tells the meaning, feature, or function. Is one of the features of many Chinese characters. And Chinese characters with this feature account for 90% of all or more. More introductions to 端午节. You might have questions. Why do people 赛龙舟? And why do people 吃粽子? Here goes the story. During the Warring States period, to resist the state of Qin, Qu Yuan, the great ancient Chinese poet, advocated to enrich the state and strengthen the army. However, some nobles strongly opposed Qu Yuan, who was later miserably exiled. In his exile, he wrote poems concerning his country and people. In 278 BC, the Qin army conquered the capital of his country. Seeing that his motherland was invaded, Qu Yuan was so heartbroken that he threw himself into a river on May the 5th after writing his last poem. Immediately after hearing the news, the local people rowed their boats to rescue. This is said to be the origin of 赛龙舟. Though the local people searched with effort, the body of Qu Yuan was not found, so they threw rice balls into the river to feed the fish in order to keep the body of Qu Yuan complete. This is said to be the origin of 吃粽子. Zongs are often wrapped with reed leaves. And the last custom I want to introduce in 端午节 is hanging mugwort, in Chinese, 挂艾草. And now let's write 挂艾草 together. Okay, 挂, cross, hook, rise, cross, and copy the upper part. It is 挂, ai. This part is the same as the upper part of 节, meaning festivals. Cross, 草, okay, the same as this part. Top down, a turn, cross, and connect, and cross. It is 草. 挂 means to hang. 草 itself means grass, while 艾草 means mugwort. So 挂艾草 means hanging mugwort. Now, could you please read after me? 挂艾草挂艾草挂艾草. More introduction to 端午节. 挂艾草 on the door is also an important activity in 端午节. The leaves and stems of 艾草 contains volatile aromatic oil. It can drive away mosquitoes, flies, insects, ants, and purify the air. Interestingly, 艾草 is often used to watch kids in 端午节, so that the kids will not be bitten by mosquitoes, insects, and ants. And now, let's make a conclusion by answering this question. With this leaf, what customs in 端午节 can you think of? Let's do this together. Since it is a piece of leaf, we can think of 挂艾草. 艾草 is actually leaves and stems. It is a long leaf. It can be used to wrap rice. We can think of 吃粽子. And it has the shape of a boat. So we can think of 赛龙舟. Okay, with that we come to the end of today's lesson. Thanks for watching.